Look at this guy right here.
Look at this morose motherfucker right here.
Look at this. You put your popcorn in there. You put in your face.
It's not right, EJ. It's not right.
So, I got the Yoshi. I brought my boys to see the Super Mario Galaxy movie. This was actually Noah's first time to see a movie in theaters, so this was very exciting for all of us. The boys have been counting down the days to the Mario Galaxy movie. We saw it at the local Cinemark. Actually, when we first got in, I didn't see this. I was looking for it because I'm seeing them on Marketplace now, like for hundreds of dollars for some reason. I guess
really?
They're rare, maybe. Or maybe they're just selling out. I don't know. Or maybe people are just seeing if they can sell them for hundreds of dollars.
Well, it's early. Yeah, maybe.
So they didn't have this. They had like the generic like buckets, like you know how they with the print on it, and they sold those. And they had Project Hail Mary had one with like there was a space helmet.
This is like the popcorn bucket revolution.
This is how theaters make their money now. Is
I
these
guess
fucking
so.
things. And this was $50.
Well, you know that's pretty good. I mean, $50 is a lot for a toy, but that at least is a lot of bucket.
I'm Mr. Bucket. Toss your balls in my mouth. I'm Mr. Bucket.
When we went in, I didn't see them, and I was like, okay, whatever. I just was curious if they had them, and we went and saw the movie. And I came out, and they took down all of those, the ones with the prints on it, and they had these in the place. And I went up to it, and I was just like, this is really high quality. And Noah's like, can we get it? And I was like, we're getting it.
You turned on a can we?
Please, Daddy, please.
It's very high quality. Like I'm so used to Nintendo branded stuff being so bottom of the barrel shit, China horse shit. It's got like texture. It's sturdy.
Rock solid.
You could fit a lot of popcorn into his asshole.
Oh, because it goes all the way through his asshole.
It goes through the egg into his asshole. So you can do that because they have so many Mario toys. They've just been putting the Mario toys in there. So it's kind of got a good use as a toy storage. Did you like the movie?
Yes. I was pretty excited.
Noah said it was like the cutest popcorn bucket he's ever seen. No, he hasn't seen anything. But he was like, it's the cutest popcorn bucket I ever seen. So that was fun. But the movie, look, I'm going to say this. I kind of have a emotional stake in the movie because odds are I'm going to be watching 100 times in the next year.
You've been through this before.
We've literally we're still watching the old Mario movie. We just watched it last week. So I've seen it hundreds of times. So it's like I'm in a position where I want to see as much good in this movie as I can. You're not going to come to me for an unbiased source. I want to like this movie.
And not to mention you love Nintendo Mario. Like
Yeah.
You don't want it to be shitty. If it was terrible and shitty, you wouldn't be able to avoid it. But
I liked the movie. I thought it was good. I thought it was good. It's simple. If you've seen the first movie, it's another one of those. It's almost exactly. The one thing that is improved, though, it has an amazing soundtrack. There's only like 2 needle drops, and they're pretty subtle, and they're strategic. It's not like the other film where from producer notes, they ripped out orchestrated music and put in
no sleep till we're fun. Like why?
Or take on me. Yeah, Donkey Kong. But no, this is a beautiful orchestrated soundtrack. They had the courage. They probably listened to the podcast where I gave them this suggestion. I wish they didn't have the needle drop songs in it.
I agree.
Because I think they even developed more songs that would have fit where those needle drop songs would be.
Yeah, there's no doubt. Miyamoto is a regular.
He's in there. He's in the comments.
Sometimes he's a little bit of an asshole.
I'm Guru Larry, and I welcome you to Fact Hunt. 4 times Shigeru Miyamoto was an asshole.
Yeah, fuck them. Very much didn't do needle drops, and when they did, it was very strategic and very
appropriate,
sparingly. Mostly, it's just orchestrated soundtracks. It's awesome. I mean, I can't wait to get this on vinyl. I will get it on vinyl. I have the old soundtrack on vinyl. It's Brian Tyler. I think he did a great job. The plot is, it's just basically Rosalina is a MacGuffin. She has like powers, and Bowser Jr. kidnaps her to like power a weapon, and so it's Peach Luma goes to the Mushroom Kingdom. They'll be like, oh, she was captured, and Peach figures out that she could learn something about her past if she goes and tries to save Rosalina. And so then she does that, and Mario and Luigi are behind taking care of the Mushroom Kingdom, and then they go on their own adventure. It's similar to the old movie in a lot of ways, just a lot of very paper thin like story. But what's there is good. I think like they really do a lot with like Peach and Mario's like relationship being like getting close and being actually kind of tender in some moments. It's actually kind of nice. It's kind of fun. I liked it. And then there's also the dynamic with Bowser and Bowser Jr., which I think is interesting because Bowser in the beginning of the movie is kind of like he's trying to be reformed. Like he's at the end of the last movie, he was imprisoned in Peach's castle, and he's working out his issues, and he's becoming more friends with the Mario brothers. And for a while, he actually was like, journeying with them and being on their side. But like Bowser Jr. comes and he wants his dad back, basically, but he wants the dad who's evil. And so it's almost like an inversion of the first movie where it's Mario wants to go to save his brother, for their own salvation, while this is Bowser Jr. wants Bowser to bring him to hell, basically. It's actually kind of interesting. I think it's interesting. I think there's a lot of good humor in it. It's in the promotional materials with spoilers. There is Fox McCloud is in it. And the guy next to me pogged this guy pogged so hard when Fox McCloud, he like jumped out of his chair pogging.
Did he not know? He must not have known.
He must not have known, or he just was that much of a
ready
fan.
For it.
He was ready to pog.
In pog form.
And it's kind of interesting because the news stories that come out, I don't know how true they are, but is that, was it Glenn Powell, is that his name? He like called Nintendo or Illumination or whatever. He's like, oh, if you make a Star Fox movie, I want to be in it. He was kind of advocating for himself for a Nintendo character. And then Donald Glover wanted to play Yoshi. And so he advocated for himself to play Yoshi.
Actually, I had a conversation with somebody I didn't know, a stranger, in the parking lot about how they did a great job. And I was like, man, I'd love to be a part of that. And I was like, they probably are going to have Yoshi. So I just told my agent, I was like, I'd really love to be Yoshi if they're doing it. I'm very happy to be a part of this.
They supposedly went back to him and was like, you do know, like, you'll only say Yoshi. Like, we're not doing anything crazy. He's like, I'm going to do that, and I'm going to do it, like, awesome.
You're basically Vin Diesel, I am Groot. George Clooney is the gay dog in South Park.
Right. He does a good job. It's a nice Yoshi. It's a fun little part.
Yoshi!
Everyone can do a Yoshi. Everyone can go, Yoshi. I mean, really, the only characters in the movie that have any depth are Peach, Mario mostly, and then Bowser and Bowser Jr. And the rest are, just background characters, basically. They're like they move along with the plot. There's not a lot of Rosalina, which is kind of interesting because like Brie Larson is almost Nintendo's biggest advocate right now. She's like so vocal and so enthusiastic.
Being part of a Nintendo Direct, this is a huge moment for me. I watch these. I play all of these games my entire life. Super Mario Galaxy is one of my favorite games, so getting to play Rosalina has been incredibly special.
But she was like barely in the movie. It's like, oh.
That's going to disappoint Gloria. I won't tell her. We're seeing it on Saturday, so I'm sure we'll rehash this conversation.
I think there's stuff that Gloria will like that will be... it'll satiate her appetite, I think.
There's something about the first movie where, like, even though it was, I feel like it's derided by some people for being really flat and really basic and stuff. First of all, it's a feast for the eyes. I mean, if you like Nintendo, I mean, you're just going to enjoy it in general. The jokes weren't all bad. I mean, some of the jokes were pretty good.
You really thought I'd marry you?
Kinda.
It moved right along. And I think it's like, there are a few movies that you can think of where like put that on and all the kids will enjoy themselves. Like there's no kid that doesn't like the movie. So you could play that thing at almost any venue and it'll go well. Like schools, churches, friend get-togethers. Like you don't ever have to worry about like I'm putting on the wrong movie,
The important thing, my kids loved it. They're still talking about it.
That's cute.
They can't wait for it to be on home video so we can just watch it all the time. Watch it every week.
Do you think you'll find yourself at the theaters again after this?
I don't think for this movie. It's just too expensive to go to the movie theater.
I don't know, with a new
especially when you buy the big popcorn bucket.
You're not gonna buy two of those fucking things. One in every color, purple, yellow, orange.
It needs a friend, Frankie.
It needs the one that always can fly. Or the rainbow egg that makes, you have all the Yoshi powers in one. Well, I just think, with having a baby at home, maybe you have to take the boys somewhere sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, it's possible. Maybe in a few weeks, maybe a matinee or something.
It is pricey though.
It's pricey, and I always want to get popcorn. That's my problem.
Not me, man. I want to too, but I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm on a zero tolerance right now. Operation Get Under 200.
Yeah, I mean, like, come on. If you like Nintendo, there's so many. It is a reference fest, but come on.
What did you fucking want?
What do you want? It's like
I wanted to reinvent the wheel, like the 1993 movie.
I think a lot of it though shows that the creators respect the franchise. They love the not just respect, they love the franchise. You can just tell that they love it, and that makes me I can never hate the movie because of that.
Mario and Nintendo are so easy to love. It's such a huge part of our culture. I mean, it really is. It's massive. The real test will be what are they going to do with like a live action Legend of Zelda? That's a much more open question. An animated Mario movie feels like something you ought to be able to do a slam dunk on,
Yeah, and if a Mario movie is like, he's just jumping on things and going wahoo, and there's Nintendo stuff around, you can kind of forgive that. It's like, okay, I won. That's like the games, sure. Like a Zelda, you expect some story.
Yeah. And I think they're going to, based on the current casting and where they're shooting it and stuff, it looks like they're going to try to make a real movie out of it. But it's just like, the question is, will the audience be there? I suspect so, because people love Zelda, but it has to be for children too, right? So it has to be like equal parts fun as much as it has depth.
I think they should make a Star Fox movie. I think that is, especially if you got Glenn Powell and he's good in the role. It's basically Zootopia with Star Wars. Come on, fucking, that'll make money.
What I would want out of a Star Fox movie is if they could, maybe they could do it with a certain animation style, but I would want it to feel like stop motion.
Oh, the puppets, yeah.
I'd need it to feel a little bit like, don't just give me another kind of like CG animated Illumination thing.
Yeah, it'll be that.
I heard that Miyamoto said like, well, we're not necessarily doing Smash Brothers. Like, that's not really where we're headed with all this.
I mean, there's so many characters that basically are in Smash Brothers.
They basically
in this
have
movie.
to, yeah.
So they could. I see that though. I can see, like, what do you do with a Smash Brothers movie anyway? It's like, I personally don't see it happening either.
Well, maybe their plan is just like, well, why should we do that? Why not just make a Donkey Kong Country and a Kirby and a Pokemon and whatever? Each one of them has strong brands. And if these other characters pop in and out, then so be it. But we don't necessarily have to like lead up to an event film, right? Like maybe that's kind of a...
Well, I think that's smart. I think it's smart to just focus on good, solid franchises and good movies in that way. Although, I gotta say, if they somehow got Sonic to come over, that would break everything, wouldn't it?
Yeah, people like Sonic. Those movies made money.
Yeah. There was a preview for Sonic 4. I mean,
oh, really?
They're making more.
By the time they got to the third one, I really think they had something. I mean, even the second one was pretty Sonic-y. And the first one was just like a halfway decent family film. Yeah, they cracked the code on Sonic. It'll never fail to shock me that like after Ugly Sonic and all of it, and those very funny jokes in the Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers movie about Ugly Sonic with the terrible teeth. That was probably the funniest part of that movie. Ugly Sonic will be forever in the public consciousness, the cultural consciousness.
Yeah. So my bottom line, my review is I enjoyed it. I look forward to seeing it 100 more times. So I think that's good praise.
You ate the chocolate.
The chocolate was good, and I will eat more chocolate in the future.
Yeah, when people come out being like, I didn't fucking like it. I'm like, what was it? Seems like a strange thing to be all that pissed off about.
That is it! This is the final straw! I'm had with all you frickin' trolls and all you frickin' haters and all you frickin' Sonic fan fricks!
Subscribe to Red Cow Entertainment on Patreon for full episodes every other week.